Now that we're done with the heading rows, which are 2 going over 2s and 2 rows of that, we are going to now start the snow rows. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 snow rows. Adjust my weaving, get closer to the camera, putting in our fringe from the side cords and grabbing my weft, making sure they're even. I have a little bit of the lashing cord showing. Let's see if I can move that. I have to trim it later. So here we go on our first row of the snow twining, always starting with the 2 side cords, side warps, and up above we did 2s. We're going to take this one, this is the one that will always go from a single warp and to a double warp, alternating the snow rows. So we are going to go over 1, and now we're going to go over 2, 2, 2, all the way to the end, where we will pick up 1 at the end, alternating those snow rows. And there's the one single one, because these at the end, these side cords or side warps will always be woven together. These two will never be split up. The frame of the weaving. So I did a twirl, and the tail's going to jump in the circle. I'm going to hold on to the circle as I get closer to the end. Sorry, my hand got in the way there. And I kind of give it a nice little tug. And coming over here, there's the fringe that was on the top, bringing it down, bringing both of them forward, making sure they're even, and grabbing them. The tails are going to jump into the half circle and create a fringe. This is where I could take a minute and really look at my rows I just did, setting the weaving. The first couple of rows are pretty crucial to look at. Looks good. Grabbing another fringe. We just did a snow row that was using 1 warp. I always like to say it's an even start or an odd start, which that was a 1. So now we're going to go to the even start. Going around all those as 2, 2, 2. And as I'm weaving, taking the top, grabbing it, bringing it to the back, and feeling and making sure that the warps that I am grabbing are laying straight and that they are together. And my fingers in the back are separating the 2, and my thumb is separating 2. So I'm kind of counting as I'm weaving, or having a tactile memory of what 2 warps feels like. like when you're tying your tennis shoes and you kind of know which lace goes to what side. And I said tactile, the feel of it. I wonder if that's a word. And I kind of like give it a nice little tug so it lays nice and straight or flat. I'm grabbing another fringe. And weaver. Making sure they're even. Up above we did 2, 2, 2, 2, so now we're going to do 1. The uneven row, or the odd row. Alternating pairs as we use 1 as a start. From the one above, that was 2. 2, 2, 2 above. The next one will be 2, 2, 2. And there's that one, ending on that one, and again grabbing those side cords. That knot is a little hard to show on film. Now time to like just look at your rows and admire the weaving that you did and see if there's any that you would like to straighten. Putting in another fringe. We have 1, 2, 3, so we have one more to do. And up above was the 1, 2, 2, 2, so these are 2, 2, 2s. Try to get my hand on the other side of the camera so hopefully my hand won't be in the way for that knot. There we go. Twirl. Make a loop. Tail jumps into the loop. And bring down our fringe. The one that's in the back goes to the front. And we pull the tails. Once they're even, we'll jump in the loop. And now we have done the 2 heading rows and 4 snow rows.